Hey guys, thank you for joining me today in Godspot. I want to talk to you about de-escalating behaviours. You know, every day, whether you're a teacher, a healthcare professional, or a personal carer, or you're involved in a ministry team in a church, potentially every day you're going to face very difficult situations because people are people and we're very complicated, very complex. And so this is something you need to understand because Jesus was no exception to this as well. Matthew 23. Jesus demonstrates compassion and forgiveness and challenges the rigid traditions of the day. And he does something that upsets all the religious people. He heals a man on the Sabbath. And the religious people were immensely upset about this. I mean, they couldn't care less that the man was healed. They didn't want to praise God. They didn't want to be thankful for that. They were just upset because he broke the rules. He broke the rules, and their behavior was very hostile. So it's essential, like Jesus, we need to develop the skills to managing challenging behavior that comes our way. We want to be effective in this, and we also need to be respectful because when you find Jesus dealing with these people, he was always effective, but he was respectful at the same time, although he put them in their place. So how do we do this? Well, firstly, we need to recognize warning signs of escalating behavior. There's a number of them. There's aggressive body language. When you're talking to somebody, if they suddenly get rigid, they start clenching their fists or jaw, you know there's a problem. They're overly critical of themselves and other people, and they're blaming everyone else, refusing to comply with your requests. The third flag is they're hostile in their language and in their tone. They're yelling, or there's an increased rate of speech. And lastly, there's also the physical action, which is the obvious. They start pacing, they get restless, they start pushing or even hitting themselves. This could be a problem. So there are 6 ways I think that can really help us to de-escalate challenging behavior. And I think that really help. Firstly, I think we need to be empathetic and non-judgmental. You know, it's essential to approach a situation with empathy. Don't be judgmental. Allow the person to feel safe with you. And I'll tell you, when a person feels safe with you, it brings about a calming effect on their behavior, and they'll trust you. And as they trust you, it builds up a rapport with them, and they're able to know that even if they're feeling out of sorts and off key and off out of tune, you could say, at least they know that you're going to be there for them. The second thing is calm verbal and body language. Your communication should always be slow, clear, and deliberate in order to avoid any misinterpretations, especially if their behavior is very heightened. You've got to slow it down. By slowing it down, you take control of the situation and the conversation, and you're bringing calmness to the moment. The third thing is active listening. Don't be quick to talk. You can't talk somebody down, but you can listen. And be empathetic and listening. Oh, it must be hard for you. Yes. And nod and say and make sure they know that you're really tuned in. So whatever you do, don't pick up your phone at that time or look away. Give them eyeball to eyeball contact and let them know you're listening. Active listening is really important. Another thing is allow personal space. Sometimes it's necessary for someone who's displaying challenging behaviors, just give them a bit of space. They leave the building, let them go. Don't chase them down. Don't try and sort it out. Just let them go. They'll come back. And eventually you'll be able to talk to them when they're a lot calmer. Another thing that we need to do to de-escalate these behavioral issues is use distraction techniques. Distraction techniques are useful to help redirect energy away from challenging behaviors and towards something more positive. So it's essential if a person is agitated that you distract them by giving a cup of tea or making a coffee for them. Just give them something, suggesting something alternative that'll just help them calm down, like let's go for a walk. And I think the final thing that we need to do to help people de-escalate their behavior is set boundaries. And by setting boundaries, we also need to offer choices. Now, it's important when challenging behaviors come to us that boundaries are set very clear. We offer choices so that the individual feels valued and empowered within their environment for effective communication, such as we need to stay here until we figure this out. Why don't we just have a drink, have a coffee, and then we can talk about it. I hope this really helped you. I think we face challenging behaviours every day of our life. I hope this really helped you. If it does, hit the like button and share it with someone else. And thanks for listening. Have a great day.